Hi friends, my name is Kristen. This is my first YouTube video ever. And I would like to share my story with you guys about how I live full-time in my 1993 Ford RV with my baby boy, Danny, which he is my puppy, English Springer Spaniel. So what I'd like to talk to you guys about is just sort of what made me decide on buying an RV and living out of it full time. So this passion started a few years ago when I took a trip to Iceland. And this trip was intended to travel around the coast of Iceland in a week, living out of a camper van that I rented. And so I did it. And actually I went 1.5 times around Iceland in 7 days, which was pretty awesome. It was actually by accident, but that's besides the point. So when I started this trip, I realized how amazing it is that I was able to live in a van, and it wasn't very tall either. It just had a bed in there. It had the essentials for cooking ware. It even had a heater system that didn't work off of the van itself. And I found that just so intriguing, and the fact that you could have everything you need inside this little close-knit area and space. So I fell in love with the idea and did not want to leave. So when I came back to the States, I decided this is what I want. This is my future. I need to find a van that I could live out of. So I watch a lot of YouTubers who are doing the full-time van lifestyle, RV lifestyle, and I really, got a grasp for what it's kind of like. Also having that experience helped me with knowing like this is doable, I can survive. It is different doing that on a vacation, obviously, versus living out of it full time. And like that's your home. So anyways, years go by and I'm just like obsessively looking into RVs and vans and what's going to be the best one for me and my dog, and what do I need in it, and just all those questions that go through your mind. And so when this past year I found Fiona, which is actually what I'm living in right now. Her name is Fiona. And I ended up buying her like a month ago, and for about, I would say, I think it was $8,500. She was already like mostly renovated. She's older, so 1993, the engine and everything in her is pretty old. So that's something that I'm still learning on, like the mechanics of that and where things are located and how to drive her the correct way. But my biggest attraction was that she was already renovated. She has wooden floors, the fridge and the cabinets, everything is painted white, which is like what I was looking for, or what I was going to do if I were to renovate my own van or RV, which honestly I was planning on doing. But I think I just got to a point where I was like, what? I don't want to have to do too much work on it. I want it to just already be ready to go, and I just have to decorate it and maybe do some mechanical stuff. And so that's basically what I've been doing this past month, is just kind of getting it ready, getting her ready. Sorry, Fiona. For the road. And but I've been living out of her for a month now, and I absolutely love it. I am just like in heaven. I just love everything about her. She's beautiful and she suits my lifestyle, and she's perfectly she just has enough space for me and my pup. Right now I'm just kind of figuring out like how much water I need to be more conscientious of that, electricity use, stuff like that. as of right now, I just bought a compost toilet because I just believe in the cycle of bringing things back that you take from the earth. So having a compost toilet, I feel as though it will suit those needs and be able to just give back to the earth versus, you know, just kind of dumping wherever. And also I'm looking into getting solar, but not your typical solar, like putting big panels on the top of the RV, which a lot of people do. The only thing is I want to still be more minimalist than that and just get like one solar panel, maybe a 500 watt solar generator, and just generate, you know, solar from using like a laptop and just stuff like that that are like small things that I can kind of, you know, use the electricity for. And my freezer fridge also uses gas as an alternative if I don't have electricity, which is really awesome. Still working on an alternative for my AC for when I go boondocking. If anyone has any suggestions for portable ACs or something like that, where you wouldn't need to use, you know, a solar generator for, because I just don't want to buy like a massive, you know, generator or anything like that. By the way, it's like raining. So if you hear that in the background, I apologize, but look how beautiful it is. This is one of the reasons that I just love this lifestyle, because you can just really ground yourself from nature and just being more primitive, and you get to see more, you know. And I find that just so fascinating. I could just sit here all day and just look at the rain going. Anyways, so yeah, if anyone has any questions or any videos that you would be intrigued to learn about or hear about, please put that in the DMs. I don't even know if I said that right because I'm still new to YouTube, so I have no idea. But yeah, and also if, you know, you guys have any suggestions on maybe some ideas for how I could do more boondocking style, I'm open to suggestions. And yeah, so if you really like my video, please subscribe and like me. And thank you so much. You are all beautiful beings. Mwah.